Good morning, chilly morning here in Central PA. Closers Cafe, Tuesday, December 9th. Sitting in a different location this morning, mixing it up. I kind of like this view though. The lighting's a little better set up, but I've got some, I got a little bit of a smorgasbord that we're going to get into this morning. We're going to bounce a little bit all over the place. And I'm going to start with more proof that my simple 3-step process for closing a deal a week every week is working like crazy. Basically, whenever you want to plug and play, whenever you want to implement it. And I'll share feedback from yesterday and more examples of it working in real time as we roll here. So I titled this one, This SHIT Works. This stuff works, obviously, if you work. So I'm gonna kick it off by with proof of what I'm sharing on Thursday for those who are interested in joining me in the for the free class. onedealaweek.com. onedealaweek.com is where you can go and register for free to check out that class with me. Let me share the results from yesterday. So yesterday, I was reaching out to active buyers for a couple of properties. And actually, let me take a couple steps back. I want to illustrate how easy this business can be and point out that we oftentimes make it harder than it is or needs to be. Okay. So my oldest son, Caden, he's at University of Louisville. He's coming home for Christmas break next Monday, or this coming Monday, the 15th. He has been curious about wholesaling and real estate sales. He is a teammate. He's playing baseball at U of L, and he has a teammate there who I guess has done some wholesaling. It's an upperclassman, and he's wholesaled some properties, most likely off season. He's a PO, a pitcher only. They have way more free time than the position players, let's be honest. And so it's got my son curious about that. And he's asked me a few times about it. And last week and this week, he has a lot of free time because he's done with his classes, but they don't like the boys going home too early because they want them to stay locked in training and development wise. And so I said, hey, if you're really interested, I can give you a simple way to see if we can put together some deals. And so we started with outreach, reaching out to for sale by owners on Zillow. Okay. And so let me start by showing where I came up with the deal. So my 3-step system: find a deal, find the buyers, make offers. Find the deal, find the buyers, make offers. That's really it. Now I will go way more in depth on Thursday at onedealaweek.com. That's just a redirect link to the Zoom webinar. If you have any problems with that, just DM me or text me. But that's the 3-step system. Find a deal, find the buyers, make offers. Okay. And I know that sounds simple, but I'm telling you, it really is that simple. You have to work, and it is simple, but you actually have to implement. So my son, Caden, I'm going to bring up some text exchanges here. He starts texting these for sale by owners this past Thursday night. He starts texting for sale by owners, and he's like, oh my gosh, they're replying. What do I say? What do I do? What about this? Now what do I say? And he ended up with three properties where the sellers were open to an offer, open to paying a finder's fee. Basically, we were just, basically trying to find out who's motivated, and who would be willing to compensate if we brought the solution. Because for sale by owners, they don't like, they're selling for sale by owner, not as like, they may be averse to realtors, to us, but it's because they're just, they think it's easier than it might be to get the buyer. Okay. So anyway, he ends up with 3 of them that are open to a conversation and that are, willing to compensate, etc. So I call all 3 of them Friday morning. To see what's up. Of the three, there was one in particular that seemed like it could be a good deal. There was definite motivation, and there's equity. So yesterday, I use leaddeck.ai. Oh my goodness, I can't point to it. There. Oh my gosh. There. Oh my word. It's flipped, so I get confused. It's a brain bleep. Anyway, yesterday I used leaddeck.ai to find the active investor buyers for the property. And I did outreach live. If you missed yesterday, you can watch me on the replay of the live stream yesterday. I was calling and texting and emailing for at most 35 minutes. At most 35 minutes. It was probably closer to 30 minutes. And in that time, now not all of it happened live, but as the day went on, I ended up with 4 potential buyers. Now, two of them for Caden's property, the FSBO that he warmed up for me, 2 of them on another property. But I just want to share and illustrate the fact that this business does not have to be hard. So this is one of the cash buyer leads. In fact, why don't I do this? I'm going to log into LeadDeck and I'll show you real quick here. In here, the 2 that replied. Okay. So I'm going to log into my account. I'm already logged in. I go to my deal deck here. And something weird was going on when I pulled up the city. It wasn't a great match. Then I pulled up the specific zip code, and that's where things got good. So the 2 people that replied and were interested are Craig. He has 18 properties. We had an email exchange. I don't know if I didn't have a good number for him or he just prefers email. I don't care. Whatever he prefers as far as communication method. By the way, if you're on the TikTok live and you want to see my screen and see what this looks like, you can go over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. So anyway, Craig was one and Devin is the other. Okay, Craig was one and Devin is the other. Both of them said, send me what you've got. I might be interested. And so what I did then was recorded a Loom video about the property and being very transparent. Look, it's listed for sale by owner. Here's why I think it could be a good deal. And I gave the story, but the wife has already moved. She's already had a job change and relocated. The husband and kids want to move as soon as possible. They are motivated. They have equity. They're willing to take a significant discount off the current asking price, which is already lower than the Zillow value, which, the Zestimate is what it is, but at least it's a potential justification of the fact that they're motivated. And so that was part of the reason why I was making the case for this being a potential deal. The other piece is the actual property itself and the fact that I think it's on 10 acres and we could subdivide off another portion of that, which could then be resold and quite profitable, right? And so an investor could buy the property, subdivide off land, keep it as an asset, or then resell both. I mean, there's any number of ways that this could be a deal. My point is this stuff works. Find a deal, find the buyers, make offers. In this case, the making of offer was me presenting why this is a deal, okay? I don't know if they'll end up wanting to make offers, but I'm going to text this guy. Hey, Devin, just making sure you got the video I sent last night. Any interest? Question mark. And look, you know, there may be no interest whatsoever on this one, but in 35 minutes time, I created opportunities for these two. Okay, so I have two investor buyers looking in this particular area, and so now I can go, if this deal doesn't make sense for them, I can go and source deals that do make sense. Okay, and we can try and find and make offers on that. But also in that 35-minute time, I found two more local investors that I had an off-market deal that I was reaching out to them about. Who one I had multiple phone conversations with. Let me find here. Where is? Let me find the fella named Nick. Both of them. Mark. I have both of them now saved in my phone. So this guy answered. This guy answered live. This guy answered live and told me to call back later. So my text to him was, hey, Nick, it's Josh. Sorry if I caught you at a bad time earlier. Let me know if you'd like to chat about the off-market deal I called about. So he called me back. I sent him the pictures. I sent him a couple times because he couldn't open them. And he even sent me his email. Actually, I need to save his email with his contact record. So I need to add that to his contact record. And we went back and forth. Turns out this deal he's not interested in, but he gave me his buy box. He told me what deals he is interested in. So now I know what he's interested in, and now I can go source a deal for him. The other one, I think this guy answered live. Yeah, this guy answered live. Okay. And again, you can go back and listen to yesterday's live stream. My outreach started around like a half an hour in. He also replied to the email that I sent using Lead Deck very simply and quickly. He also replied to that. I have two good emails for him. Okay, I don't want to show his contact info, but I have two good emails for him, and he gave me his buy box. He told me his buy box through email. So yesterday, in 35 minutes time, I picked up 4 new potential clients who, regardless of whether or not they are interested and make an offer on the deals that I was using as the bait to have a reason to be doing the outreach, to have a reason to be reaching out to them, regardless of that, I know what they're looking for, and I can go source what they're looking for. And, you know, each of them own, I think each of them own more than 10 properties and have bought at least one of them within the last 3 years in cash. So they're cash buyers. And now it's just a matter of me doing the work to broker and find the opportunities for them. Like, this business is not that hard. Now, I'm going to go way more in depth and in detail on this on the free class that I'm hosting Thursday, noon Eastern, onedealaweek.com, onedealaweek.com. That should redirect you over to a Zoom webinar registration. If it doesn't, DM me or text me, 717-571-0456. I'll get you the direct link. But I'm telling you, I just have, every time I do this, I have proof, a growing amount of evidence that this simple process can work, does work, will work for you if you work. If you work, right? That's the caveat. It does require work. You have to put forth some effort, but it will work for you if you put in the work. Hopefully that makes sense and is helpful for you. I want to circle back on something that I had shared yesterday for those that might be interested. I mentioned on yesterday's live stream that I had a a text conversation with a motivated seller on Sunday, and I said I would share the text thread, the entire text thread, and the personal Loom video and Google Drive folder that I'm using to make the case for this person to work with me to sell her property. And so for those of you who are interested, I sent it to a couple of you who had asked for it. If you're interested and want this Google Doc, just drop a comment or DM me, and I'll be happy to share that. It was a motivated seller lead, specifically a lead that was requesting a cash offer for her property using one of the PPL providers that I've had a good amount of success with since, I don't know, late spring, early summer. And we just, I was hanging out with my son watching Red Zone Sunday afternoon, and it came in. So I figured, well, I'll text her while I'm sitting here. Normally I would call immediately, but it was Sunday, whatever. So this is an example that might be helpful for you. The exact thread of conversation and what that looked like. You can just comment below if you'd like to check that out. It's just a Google Doc, or DM me, or you can text me as well. Okay, so a couple of other things that I'm going to share here and just work through. This is me sharing what I'm doing in my business to do more deals. I had a settlement yesterday afternoon. That is now 16 settlements since September 26th. And I have one tomorrow. I thought it was today. I'm just getting my days confused. I have one tomorrow and Thursday. I thought I had one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it was actually Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. JR, I will absolutely get you that. JR texted me. I'm assuming, JR, you're looking for the Google Doc. I will be happy to share that with you. So this is me documenting what I'm doing to create those kind of results. And so I'm gonna dig into and share a process that I have been using to promote my listings to create more opportunity and to provide great service also to my listing clients. So this is a listing that's actually in my neighborhood, a property that I'm listing in my neighborhood. So very transparently, this client did not come from this my simple 3-step system that I'm sharing on Thursday, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And the reason why I've developed what I'm sharing on Thursday is because just relying on my sphere of influence and past clients and existing database and my typical or traditional retail buyer and seller marketing and client acquisition wasn't cutting it. It wasn't creating enough opportunity for me to take care of my family. So I had to go and figure out a better way to be proactively building my pipeline. So anyway, I'm going to share my screen and a process for promoting a new listing. It is still coming soon at this point, but this is free. This is free marketing and strategies that any of you can mimic or model in your own business. So I'm going to start by going to listings to leads. The reason why I'm using listings to leads is I have found for me that their listing landing page, their single property landing page for listings is the best at capturing leads. Now, I'm going to try something here. I don't know that I can pull it in. I don't know that I can grab the listing with it coming soon, but I haven't tried this in a while. So let me see. And if this doesn't work, I already have a plan B for what I will do here to market the property. And in fact, I think I really like my plan B better, honestly, but I'm still going to check this just to see if it will pull in a coming soon listing now that I have the photos and the floor plan and all of that good stuff. So all I'm doing right now is I'm finding the MLS ID, and I put that in, and I put my zip code in and grab my listing. This is my listing. Yeah. For whatever reason, you can't grab coming soon listings with listings to leads. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. We're going to take we're gonna take lemons and make lemonade. So I have this picture that I took at the property. Let me see if I can find it here. When I put the sign up earlier this week. I think I do. Yeah, I do. It's not a great picture in the sense that it was kind of cloudy, etc. But I'm gonna punch it up a little bit here. I'm gonna see if I can punch it up a bit. I'm going to. Oh, there we go. I don't know. What do we think? I think it's probably okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna edit. Okay, I'm gonna edit the image first. So I'm gonna hit the I button. Actually, I'm gonna stop my my screen share. So I'm gonna tap the I button first. And notice, because I took this picture at the property, it already has the geolocation set. So I'm good there. I'm gonna add a caption. Home for sale. Home for sale. Westbury is the name of our neighborhood. Westbury, Enola, PA, Hampton Township. That's the township we're in. It's a pretty desirable township. Cumberland Valley Schools, Shaw Elementary, Mountain View Middle School. And I'm going to put my name, and I'll put eXp Realty, Realtor, Listing Agent. Okay, so I'm just stuffing keywords into the caption. Okay, and then I'm going to airdrop this. I'm going to airdrop this to my computer. Hopefully, yeah, looks like it's working. And then I'm going to name it. So let me go. Let me share my screen again here. And if you're watching the TikTok live and you want to see my actual screen, you can go to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. So where did it go? I'm sorry. Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to rename the image Home for Sale, Westbury, Enola, PA, Hampton Township, Josh Schoenly, eXp Realty. Okay. Now, I am going to post it first. I'm going to first post it on Facebook. Okay. I'm going to post it on Facebook first. I'm going to go to my, I'm going to go to my, my local business page, Josh Schoenly, eXp Realty. And I'm going to upload the picture first, or choose the picture. Okay. Coming soon in Westbury, Enola, PA, Hampton Township. To check out all the photos, floor plans, and more details, text 11, which code did I use for this? 1125 to 717-510-1452. That's a custom capture. Well, it's a text code, a custom text code that people can, or just drop a comment below, or just comment 1125 below. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to say drop a comment below. Will be live on the market Friday morning. And I'm going to pull up Nextdoor, because I'm going to post it there as well. And I'm going to go to Nextdoor to just do some copy and paste, save myself some time. I'm going to go view profile here. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to copy. Actually, here we go. I'm going to copy this here. And then I'm going to add hashtags. So I want Enola, PA. I want, why was it? It was giving me suggestions. Why did it stop giving me suggestions? There we go. Hampton Township, Cumberland Valley, Josh Schoenly, coming soon. Home for sale. Let's do listing agent, realtor, and what am I missing here? What am I missing? Coming soon. That's probably good enough. That's good enough. Okay. All right. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste this. I'm sorry. I'm going to share this. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tag myself, my personal profile on this. Whoops. I'm going to tag that. And I actually have another business page. It's just that one I can't run ads on anymore. So I use this other one. Okay. So I'm going to post that. Then I'm going to go to Nextdoor here. And I'm going to go post. I'm going to paste in. I'm going to drop a pin for the location, which I probably could have done on Facebook as well, but whatever. I'm going to paste in my image here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Publish original post. I guess I didn't copy all of the text from my original post here. So let me copy all of this. If you're watching the TikTok live and you want to see my screen share, just go to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. And when you go there, if you haven't already, show me some love, subscribe, smash the like button, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications as well. Okay, so I'm now going to post this on Nextdoor. Then I'm going to go to my Google business listing. Go to my Google business listing here, and I'm going to have to tweak my call to action a little bit on Google, because you can't put a text call to action in the description in the Google business posting, and you can't. There's no way to comment. So I'm gonna choose the call to action. Be call now. I'm gonna paste in the description here. I need to delete a bunch of this stuff. Interested, want to check out all the photos, floor plans, and more. Let's chat. Tap the call now button below. Okay, so so when this is actually live, so Friday morning it will go live, and then I will use the listings to leads single property lead capture. But for now, I just want to capture. I'm busy, right? So I want to get the word out that it's coming soon, and I really only want I want to filter out only the most motivated, interested folks for now, because I'm just busy. Okay. Now, one last thing, and this is where you'll get the most traction in most cases. Okay. This is where you'll get the most eyeballs and reach, etc. Okay. So one last thing, I am now going to go to my phone, specifically the Facebook app, and I'm going to choose my personal profile, and I'm going to go find my post on my business page. So I'm going to find my new post on my business page right here. Oops. So here it is on my business page. I'm going to hit the share button. I'm hitting the share button, and then I'm going to choose, actually, I'm going to share it to my story first. So I'm going to share it to my story, get some eyeballs there. Then I'm going to hit share again, and now I'm going to go groups, and I'm going to share into groups that this will be relevant for. I'm going to start by searching for groups that are for Enola, PA. So I've got 3 of those. Then I'm going to choose Hamden Township. I've got 2 of those. Okay, boom, boom. Then I'm going to choose Mechanicsburg, because even though it is an Enola address, it's kind of like, it's really a Mechanicsburg area. There we go. Now I've got 10. I've got 10. And now I'm going to put a little, I'm going to put just 3 megaphones with the share and share now. So that is a simple process that I don't do enough. Honestly, I should do it every weekday with different posting strategies. Over the last few weeks, I've used this process to share curated lists of properties. I've used it to share coming soon listings, just listed properties, just sold properties. I've done it to promote, or generate home value requests, cash offer requests. I mean, you can use that framework to market yourself in a number of different ways, right? So it's not limited to just this type of posting. And in fact, let me loop in the story that I started off by telling about how my son Caden found a potential deal, a for sale by owner, and then I used Lead Deck to find the potential buyers, and I got 2 who are interested, or at least said that they might be interested. That was part of yesterday. The other part of yesterday, I had an off-market deal locally here that I was doing outreach for, and that got me 2 more potential clients, active investor buyers. And that off-market deal came from this long-form post on Nextdoor. Okay. This is that's a lot of words. Okay. And shockingly to me, every time I post something like this long-form text content, it does better than almost anything else I do. As far as reach and engagement, Facebook is, I now on a weekly basis get a message from Facebook that says, hey, your long form posts, they get more reach than anything else. You should probably post more of that. Literally, that I get that from Facebook. Anyway, this was a post I made on Nextdoor, and I got a bunch of comments. I mean, a bunch meaning 8, which for me is a lot on Nextdoor. And several of them were annoying. And I almost deleted the post. But then I thought, whatever, I'm going to leave it up there. So then this fella, Eric says, he comments, Eric and his phone number, I only want to discuss with Josh. So I called Eric on Friday. Actually, I think I called him. Yeah, I called him. I texted him. He called me back. And he is an investor developer. He's got 2 projects right now that are taking longer than he expected or would like, and taking more money than he would like. And he has this property that he bought cash that he would be happy to unload if he got a number that made sense. And he was basically giving me permission. He was basically giving me a non-exclusive right to sell it, is basically what he was doing. And so that was the deal that I was reaching out to the folks in Deal Deck, or I'm sorry, in my Deal Deck, in Lead Deck right here. This audience right here, I literally only made it. How many did I make it through here? 4 of these. I should keep going. I should reach out to Frank and Steven and Brielle and Frainley. And maybe I actually have a good chunk of time this afternoon that I thought I had a settlement, but the settlement's actually Thursday afternoon. So I will probably go back and do that. But my point is, like, it didn't take me long in this deal deck to get two active. This one owns 19 properties. This one owns 24. Talked to both of them yesterday. They both gave me their buy box. Like, so step one is a deal. I had an off-market deal that then I used as the bait to reach out to these. And now it's about me finding deals or opportunities to make offers on. That is the 3-step system that I will go into and share in more detail for those who are interested and want to join me Thursday at noon, onedealaweek.com. The number 1, dealaweek.com. That should redirect you to a Zoom webinar registration link. It's free to attend. I will go deeper into that 3-step system. And I will also share my updated results, hopefully by Thursday. If nothing goes wrong, by Thursday, it'll be 17 closed transactions since September 26th with another 7 active listings. A couple of them I do, I got to get them sold. I've been negotiating. We've had activity, but whatever. And then I have, right now I have 5 or 6 more in escrow. So definitely, if you're available and interested and want a more, you want more detail on that 3-step process, you can join me there. Who would like me to go into my CRM? Give me a thumbs up or drop a comment if you would like me to go into my CRM and text blast some old leads to see if we can create some listing appointment opportunities. Let me know in the comments or give me a thumbs up or just I don't know. Let me know in some form or fashion if you'd like me to go ahead and do that. And if we don't get anybody that is interested in that, maybe I'll just call it a day. We'll just stop the stream and I'll get to implementing some of the work myself. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or a comment if you would like me to get in. Yes, please. David says, okay, 1. I'll take it. One person is interested. So here's what we're going to do. Actually, I'm going to end up doing a couple of things here. Okay, a couple of things here. Number 1. I'm going to send a text blast to some unconverted cash offer request leads. And then I'm going to do step 1 of one of my 3 plug and play campaigns for lassoing listings this winter from your database, which is the topic of tomorrow's open Zoom mastermind. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm doing an open mastermind with 3 plug and play campaigns to lasso listings from your database this winter. And so I'll initiate that. And that I should be able to get all of that done before the top of the hour, which is when I have a scheduled Zoom call. So I use Bold Trail. That's my CRM of choice with eXp Realty. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do some filtering. For cash offer request leads that I can then see if we can re-engage and create some opportunities for. Well, that's weird. That's not one that we want here. How about this? And how about motivated seller leads? How about that? And how about Compass? And how about Z buyer? And how about, what else do I got in here? Sellers direct. Is that one of them? Motivated sellers lead. Sellers direct. I feel like I'm missing some. Home. Wait. Fast cash offer. Fast cash. No? Wait a minute here. Let me see. I'm trying to, right now I'm going through filters here to get the big bucket of opportunities. Well, okay, that's a fair amount here. That's a fair amount. Let me see if there are any other fellow cash offer request. Cash offer bright. What does that mean? I'm not even sure what some of these filters are. What else do I have in here? Motivated seller leads. Oh, TTP. Is that right? No. Son of a gun. Hold on. I need to, you know, the ability and the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the categorization of your data so that you can strategically filter it is kind of a critical component to doggone it. Let me find who was one. David Marino. I just can't remember what one of these hashtags is. PPC. Okay, PPC. There we go. Okay, so now, as it stands right now, I have 593 in this list, but I want to send a text broadcast. So I'm going to do some additional filtering. So I'm going to go contact details and I'm going to choose has phone subscribed to SMS. Let's see what that brings back. Because I had 591. Now I have 237. That's actually helpful. So now I've got a much smaller list. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply select all. I've talked to David. I've been playing phone tag with Christopher. Mariah is the one that I texted with, and I'm waiting to follow up on. Fred, I've communicated with. Rosemary, I've communicated with. Brandon, Aaron, I'm waiting to get scheduled. Sherry, I've talked to. Melinda, I've talked to. Kiana's listed. I don't want her. Giovanni, I'm going to leave on there. Joseph, I'll leave on there. Marvin, I'll leave on there. Ram, I'm in regular communication with him. Oh boy, I need to select all here. I need to select 250 rows. I'm probably going to have to do my selecting and deselecting again. So all of this is work that I'm doing up front so that I can then do a targeted blast, a one-to-many blast here that will likely create a number of opportunities while we are still live streaming. Let's see here. Get rid of that one. Deselect that one. I'll leave that. Leave that. I'll get rid of Jason. Lindsay, I want on there. Crystal, I'll leave on there. Let's see here. Man, there's a lot of, I recognize a lot of these names. There's definitely going to be some opportunity in here. I know his time frame. What I'm trying to do is deselect. What I could have done, honestly, is I could have just selected anyone that's tagged prospect and new lead, but I haven't done this in a while, and so I don't want to miss out on any that could be low-hanging fruit or opportunity. See here, Andy. Oh boy, this is me doing a terrible job with my own database. I need to, that one I have listed. That one's a no-go. So I'm just, I know this is super compelling right now. But this is the work we need to do here. Oh, this one's closed. Don't want that one. So stick with me here, because in a couple of minutes, if you give me actually just another minute or two here, then we'll have the database that, we'll have the bucket of people that I will then send the text blast to. I'm getting closer. Butch. Let's see here. Mabel, Kiara. Huh, I don't think she owns a home. Carla Johnson doesn't either. We don't want Mike. Mike's my guy. We're almost there. Almost there. Just going through here. Okay, Michael Swartz, that's good. So I'm getting close to the end here. Then we need to figure out, what are we going to say? Like, what is the script going to say? And so I'll show you. It's a very simple conversation starting script. I mean, the point of these Closers Cafe are more conversations so we can write more contracts and ultimately close more deals. So let's see here, almost there. I don't want that guy on the list. Melvin Watson, Richard Chapman. He's on there twice for some reason, but it won't send it to him twice, so I don't really have to worry about that. Cynthia Marks, and I don't need it to go to me. Okay, so I've got my list now. Now I'm going to go text message. What are we going to say? What are we going to say? I would love to hear from you. What should we say to this list? And to be clear, this is a bucket of people that at some point had requested an offer. And so I could ask two things. I could frame this two ways. And maybe I'll even take a vote here. Maybe I'll even take a vote and ask, do you think I should ask them if they're still interested in an offer, or if the property is for sale? Are you still interested in an offer, or is the property still for sale? Here the the reality is both of those will work. And by the way, thank you. Cindy said that would be fun. Would you invest in South America? Sorry, but no. The Fed are dropping rates. Interesting, short and simple. Option two. Okay, so option two was, is it still for sale? All right. So let's do this. Here we go. Hey, it's Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested an offer for your property at, and I'm going to have the street address, Lead Street. Is it still for sale? Okay, so hey, here's the script. Hey, first name, it's Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested an offer from us for your property at Lead Street. Is it still for sale? I'll give you it one more time. Hey, first name. Hey, Nancy. It's Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested an offer from us for your property at, and the street address, not the full address. That gets long and doesn't seem like it seems spammy if you put their whole mailing address in a text message. And lastly, then, is it still for sale? Is it still for sale? Okay, that is the script I'm going to run with. If anybody wants that script, here, why don't I do this? I'm going to make it super easy. I'm going to drop that script as a comment. Now you'll have to fix the merge fields in there, or the bold trail merge fields, but you get the point. I just dropped that script in the comment. If you would option one be wrong? I don't know what you mean. I don't even remember what I said. So for sale was what Cindy said as well. Somebody asked about the automate the filtering without going through them manually. Yes, there is a way to do that. Sometimes I don't trust the automated filtered or the saved filters, but there is a way to do that. And so while I'm waiting for those replies to start coming in, and those replies will come in probably pretty quickly. While I'm waiting to do that, I'm going to send out, or at least start to send out, step one of the 3 plug and play campaigns that I will share tomorrow for those that want to join me for our Wednesday masterminds. They're every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I already got one that said, yes, sure is 100K. Huh. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Am I still sharing my screen? No. Let me go back here. I already got one reply. Yes, sure is. Let me go here. New text messages. Doesn't look like those are populating yet. No, son of a gun. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go to my Bold Trail app. Jesse said it is. Okay. 1884 Chloe Circle. Where is that? Hmm. 1884 Chloe Circle. Let's see here. I'm gonna 1844. This is a guy that's wanting 100 for his property. And I'm gonna pull it up on Zillow. Okay. Wow. I'm getting I'm getting lots of positive replies. This is wonderful. So this is one. I got one that I had looked at. And then this fella ghosted me. Where is this? Ridgewood. Can't remember what the address is. Wow, I'm all over the place because I'm getting excited. Let me see if the text messages are populating on my laptop yet. For some reason there can be a little bit of a delay on the text replies. Oh, here we go. Okay, yes, it is 100K. Gotcha. How soon could we schedule a time to come take a quick tour? Is it vacant or currently occupied? Okay, so I'm going to see what we got on that one. Let's see what else we got. We got Andy Bumbarger. Right on. How's progress coming on the new build? This is one that I remember our conversation. They are building a new, I think they're doing a custom new home build. Okay, now I found the 239. This is Millersburg. Oh. Mike Stearns, I'll call you back after the live stream. Okay, so I got to get back to Jesse here. I got to stop. Right on. We had met there a few months ago, but then I never heard back from you. How soon would you be ready to make a move? Okay, that's what I'm going to reply to that one. And let's see who else here. Like in a matter, I know that took a few minutes. I know that took a few minutes for me to filter out, but then within a matter of seconds, I literally have 4 or 5 new or re-engaged. When can I come take a quick tour. I've been going back and forth with this one guy for, I feel like for years. Maybe later this week. This guy, I mean, this guy's, I've been playing, it's been a game of cat and mouse for a while. Let's see what else here. In the spring, don't want to sell in the cold weather months. Right on. I totally get that. Okay, if I keep you posted on what properties are selling for and the value of yours, and then reach out when we get a little closer to springtime. Okay, so this is a wonderful example of what to do when you get a reply like this. Now, I think Richard is already on this, but I showed this yesterday as well. But when I get someone like this who has said, yes, I am interested, but I'm not, the timing is not right. So I actually had one yesterday. The guy's name was Fred. What I then did was make sure that he was on a market report for his city so that once a month he's getting a market update. And then number two, make sure that he gets my monthly home value update plug and play campaign. That's one of the campaigns I'm sharing tomorrow on the mastermind, 11 a.m. Eastern. And then number three, I add him to my monthly direct mail postcard newsletter, my AI direct mail newsletter. It looks like I got an appointment for 10:30 on Saturday. 10:30 a.m. Saturday works for me. I'll send you a calendar invite in a few minutes. Okay, there you have it. Within how many, I'm just going to be honest. How many others in our industry are literally setting appointments and doing doing stuff like this live? Like an appointment. So here's what I do. Here's what I'm going to do with this one. This is one that I have been playing a little cat and mouse with for a while. He's been in my database for a long time. I think we tentatively had an appointment scheduled previously, but he said 10:30 on Saturday. So I'm going to say quick tour with Pat. And it's gonna be 20 minutes. I'm gonna set it up for 20 minutes. And the guests, I need to find him. I need to find his email. Where is he? Okay, there we go. So I got his email. Actually, shoot, hold on here. Got to go smaller screen, so I'm not sharing contact info too widely. So there, and then it is. It's not a Google Meet. The location 38 Suite 26 Pame. If you care. I don't know why you would, but I don't know, you might. I mean, it's a $700,000 to $800,000 property. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. What else we got? One says already sold. Show me the house and pool. I think means that's what he's looking for. Bruce. Okay. Let me pull up Bruce here. I want to see 100 Indiana Ave, Lemoyne. Yeah, okay. Right on. When could I come take a quick tour? Should only take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm just going right for, I'm busy and I have more opportunity. I have more deals in my pipeline than I know what to do with right now. Not really, but like, obviously I want more, but what I'm saying is when you have a full pipeline, your positioning and your level of confidence and your demeanor change. So he said, yes, it's still for sale. I went right for when can we schedule an appointment? That is someone that at some point we had an exchange. We're confirming if or when anything changes, please let us know. So when someone says no, that's what, if or when anything changes, please let us know. So I want to acknowledge that. It was never for sale. I was just checking. Gotcha. Sorry about that. If or when anything changes, please let us know. Let us know. Happy holidays. Perfect on there. Okay. I'm going to copy this. And no. Ed says no. And I'll say so Ed said no. So this one I'm just saying gotcha. If when anything changes, let us know. Happy holidays. So here's what I need. Here's what I'm going to need to do. I do need to wrap this up for now, wrap up the live stream for now. But what I'm going to do is I'll be working through these replies all day. And then I'm going to filter out the people that I sent that message to so that I don't send those people my email. That's step one of the plug and play campaign. Step one is an email. Step two is a text bump. Step three is following up with those that engage with the email. They are asking if the cash offer question would be wrong, and the answer is no. I'm not really sure. But the script, I think the script works if on any level they had requested some type of offer, right? That would not work. That would not work for somebody that requested a home value. How would I adapt that if I have a bunch of home value request leads? Here's how I would do that. Hey, Cindy, it's Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested information on the value of your property at street address. Just curious, would you consider selling to a private client of ours this winter or spring? Okay. And there's a couple of different variations you could do with that. Hey, Cindy, this is Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested information on the value of your property at street address, period. Are you having any thoughts of selling this winter or spring? ? Okay. That'll create a whole bunch of conversations. No question. I'll give it to you one more time. Hey, Cindy, this is Josh with eXp Realty. You had previously requested information on the value of your property at street address. Are you having any thoughts of selling this winter or spring? Or you could also say, are you having any thoughts about or having any thoughts of making a move this winter or spring? That's money. That's money right there. Money, 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 money. All right. So I will be back tomorrow morning. I'll share, I'll close the loop on what we went through here and some of the other replies and exchanges. I'll share the email that I'm going to blast out after I'll have that blasted out and some of the early results of that. You can also join, housekeeping items tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. We do a Zoom mastermind. It's open to anyone in our industry. It is growwithjosh.com/mm, growwithjosh.com/mm. And if you want to see a deeper dive into my 3-step system for closing a deal a week every week and how I've used that system in my own business to close now 16 transactions since September 26th, with another 7 listings active and 6 more deals in escrow, you can go to onedealaweek.com, onedealaweek.com. I appreciate all of you spending some time this morning. Please, do me. Here's what my ask is of you. Number one, if this was valuable, give me some love, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on, smash the bell for notifications. And number two, use what I shared in your own business so you can get some results, so you can get some more opportunities flowing into your pipeline, and share that with me. That's why I do these things. I get jazzed up about this stuff. Thanks so much. Let's get to work, and everybody have a wonderful day.